You're watching Talk with Audrey. Welcome back. Approximately 44 million Americans are underinsured, making it nearly impossible for them to regularly fill their prescription medications and get regular access to health care. Tori Marsh is a public health expert and a Health Insights Analyst for GoodRx, and she joins me to talk about what Americans can do when health insurance doesn't cover your health care needs. Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So why are insured Americans having trouble affording their prescription medications?
Yeah, it's an important question. And over the past couple of years, we've noticed that insurance has started to cover less and less. So many Americans have been on the hook for higher out-of-pocket costs. And then on top of that, 44 million Americans right now are currently uninsured. And much of that is to do with the pandemic. And so when people can't access affordable and consistent healthcare services and prescription drugs, it can often lead to dangerous and costly effects down the line.
How can people lower their out-of-pocket cost?
Yeah, there are three things I always recommend people do. The first is to shop around for your prescription drugs. What most don't realize is that drugs can vary in price upwards of $100 pharmacy to pharmacy. And so GoodRx is an easy way for people to log online and see how prices compare for their drugs in their area. We also offer discounts for people to save at the pharmacy. The second thing people can do is to continue to have an open dialogue about cost and affordability with their doctor. Doctors don't often know how much you're spending out of pocket or what your insurance status is. And so talking to them about this can help them guide you towards savings options or alternative treatments that can be a little bit more cost effective. And the third thing people can try is to utilize savings programs from drug manufacturers. These are patient assistance programs or copay cards, and they also can be a great way for people to save on their medications.
How important is it for people taking a number of medications to check an insurance company's formulary whenever they're shopping for new health insurance?
It's very important. Every time when enrollment comes around, I always recommend that people log online, and there's a way for you to plug in all the things that you need, all the prescriptions that you're taking, and see what plans work best for you. But checking that formulary is also a really great way to do that.
And what information should you have on hand when comparing medications on GoodRx?
Yeah, so what you need to do is go to GoodRx.com, type in the name of your drug, and you'll also need to know the form and dosage that you're taking, so tablet or what milligram you're taking. After that, we will detail all the pharmacies in your area and how much that your drug will cost in those areas. In addition to that, we'll also detail any savings options that can help you in addition to copay cards and patient assistance programs.
And speaking of saving, are there less expensive options for folks to access healthcare services?
Yes, there's two things people can try. The first one is using FSAs or HSAs. That's a flexible spending account or a health savings account. And people can access different services tax-free with these programs. The second thing is to utilize telehealth. Especially during the pandemic, telehealth is a great option as people can access care from the safety and the comfort of their own home. So GoodRx has a telehealth marketplace where people can price compare for different virtual services and even lab tests.
Wow, and when you're talking with your doctor and your insurance company, which isn't always easy to do, and you're trying to get what you need to maintain your health by basically negotiating for the medications you need.
Yeah, it can be difficult. With respect to doctors, like I said, it's really important to continue to have affordability and cost conversations with them. They can often lead you to really great savings options that you wouldn't have known otherwise. Insurance is the tricky one. And with insurance, I always say persistence is key. Many of us may find that specific drugs we need or services we need aren't going to be covered by our insurance. And for those people, I would recommend that they request an exception from their insurance company. The thing is, oftentimes the first time you request that exception, it's not going to be accepted. Again, persistence is key. Sometimes the second, third, or even fourth time you request that exception, you can get approval and get coverage for your medication or your service.
Well, what information do they typically ask for if you need an exception?
Yeah, oftentimes it will require you speaking with your doctor, and they can talk to your insurance company and essentially argue that you need this service or you need this medication. In order to find out exactly what your insurance company needs, I would log online or call them and ask what the steps are for asking for an exception.
And if at first you don't succeed, try again. What about enrolling in a patient assistance program or manufacturer copay card? Would that help to reduce the cost?
These programs come directly from drug manufacturers, and they're a really great way to save. To know if these programs are available for your drugs, you can go to GoodRx.com, scroll to the bottom of the drug page that you are taking, and see any savings information detailed.
Every little bit helps. Tori Marsh, public health expert and Health Insights Analyst for GoodRx, has been my guest. Where can we go for some more information?
People can go to goodrx.com.
I appreciate you joining me.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And I'll be right back.
Hi there, I'm Audrey Adams. Do you want to live a better, healthier, and more financially secure life? If so, then Talk with Audrey is for you. I talk to experts from a variety of fields. We'll talk about your financial life. We also delve into health and aging, and of course, business. You can get the benefit of all these interviews and so much more. Just watch Talk with Audrey right here. And if you need more information, either about me or the show, visit my website, talkwithaudrey.com. Tell your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, everyone you know to join you in this pursuit of a better life. Watch Talk with Audrey.